Formatting Groovemail forms. Hi, I'm Kerry from Dream Creative Bee and welcome to my channel where we show you how to make money online with KDP low content books, Etsy printables and affiliate marketing with new training every week. So be sure to click the big red subscribe button down below. So what am I doing today? I am actually teaching you how to actually format your Groovemail forms so that they look different from the standard pink ones that are currently out. Now please note that this is only a temporary fix. The reason why is because GrooveFunnels will be bringing out their native integration between Groovemail and Groovepages. So we're going to be using a post method. So there's going to be a little bit of coding, not a lot, so you're going to need a code editor basically just to do copying and paste and actually get the right information that you want. So there are a few that you can use that are free. Notepad++ for Windows is free and excellent. Atom for Mac is free, and I'm using Sublime Text. I'm actually using the free unregistered version. You can actually purchase this and get all the different benefits that come with it, but it's nice and simple to use. So currently when you create a form in Groovemail, this is what you get. You get a nice little pink form, which is alright if you're just doing a basic landing page, but if you're wanting it to actually match with your sales page or your landing pages or your website so that you look more professional than some little pink standard, there is a workaround that you can actually do. So let's go into Groove. So this is GrooveFunnels. And as you can see, it's still in beta. I'm not sure when they'll be coming out of beta. But within GrooveFunnels, you get Groovepages, GrooveSell, Groove Affiliate, GrooveMail, GrooveMember, and GrooveVideo and GrooveCart. I have done a video about an honest review telling you all about the different things that Groove does, and if you want to grab your own free copy where you can build 3 different websites, use GrooveSell, Groove Affiliate, have GrooveMail, but I don't know the limitations with that, have GrooveVideo, which it limits you to only a certain amount of videos, and GrooveCart, which only allows you to open a new store every 30 days. But it is a free method to get you going, and yes, you can use your own domain, and it is free hosting. The link will be down in the description, but that's not what this video is about, because if you're looking for this, you've actually got your own GrooveFunnels already. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking a form from GrooveMail and putting it inside Groovepages, but actually changing it and editing it. And one of the recent updates has been about senders. If you go into senders now, you can actually set up different sender emails. So if you are using this for affiliate marketing, or you've got different niches, so you've got several websites in different niches, you have different websites now, you can actually send your emails from different email addresses, so it is not linked to the one that you signed up with GrooveFunnels, which is amazing and really is just one of the standard features in any other autoresponder, so it was seriously needed. So I am pleased that they have done that. There's a few things that they've done that has really changed things up a gear. So what we need to do is, obviously GrooveMail is where you're going to collect your lists and leads. So to do that, you need to actually create a form. So I've actually gone in and created a form, but I'm going to show you what that form looks like. So I've called all different ones here. So I've got one called GrooveMail, and if we go in and edit it, I'll just walk you through. So you would name your form whatever you wanted to name it. Then you would sort out where you want your fields, and you can add new fields, so you can add new existing ones if there's particular things, and you can also create your own custom field if there's something particular that you want them to have. So they might have a mandatory one. This could also be, you could create your own GDPR form. I do know that they are bringing one of those fields in. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm waiting to see if that'll happen. Really, because they haven't got it, you should be using double opt-ins if you are in Europe or even in Canada, but that is up for you to decide. So save and next. Then there's a single opt-in or double opt-in. If you do double opt-in, here is where you can actually change the sender email. So that is my new email rather than the one that I used to sign up with. So, and you can also change it in your welcome one. Now, success page, we need to actually put a thank you page in there, and I've already created one, and this is the 2 pages. So I've got nothing on the home page because I'm going to show you how to create your form, and I've got thank you, and all I did was drag and drop a block which was one of these call to actions and changed it to thank you. Then within there I changed the editing settings. I typed thank you in there, thank you in that URL, and I made sure I clicked this pink button so that it actually saved that as the proper URL. So it is actually saving that. So if we go back to the home page there. So that's on our forms. We can actually send a welcome email, and we can do that there. And again, this is where you can change your email address, which was required if you wanted to do that. I don't want to do that because I'm just testing this out. Then save. Then you must select a list that you want it to go to. So I might add 2 lists just to see for fun, and you can add tags and sequences, but I haven't set any tags or sequences up yet, so I'm not adding them through. And then save, and this is where we get the code. Now the code that we actually want is this raw HTML, because we actually want this address here, and there's some other bits that we want as well. So I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to put it on my Sublime text, and I'm also going to change the view of that for the syntax, which is HTML, so I can actually see it. So in here, what I want here is I want this groove mail, I want that information there, and then I also want here where it's saying input pattern, so first name, but I'm actually wanting the placeholder first name, and I'm wanting the name here. That's what I'm wanting. And then with email, I'm wanting the name there. And then there's some other things that I want, so I'm just going to tidy them up. Input, input, and input, because these are hidden things that we have to put extra bits in. But this is the main bit that we want. So I'm going to go back to our page, which has got nothing on. And then I'm going to go into block, and I'm going to just drag an empty container. And then in elements, I'm actually going to drag form. Now everything needs to go inside this empty form. So I'm going to put that there. And what we want is an input field. We actually want 2 of these. And I must make sure that it's inside the form. So if I click here, I can see it's inside the form container there. So what I can do is I can just duplicate that. Now them 2 are next to each other, so I want to do some spacing, and I can just drag that down. And then again, I'm going to go back to elements, and I'm going to just add a button, and again making sure that that is inside. It's inside that container. That's what we want. In fact, it's not in the form container, so I'm going to go put that there. It's in the form container now, so I'm just going to move that above. Right, I'll re-put the spaces in. Right, everything is now in the form container. Yes. Okay, so we're happy and dandy. So I'm just going to go there, spacing. I'm going to put that there. Okay, and then I'm going to click on that one as well, spacing. And I'm going to move that down, but I also want it in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select those 2 there, and then I'm just going to drag it there so it's auto. But it hasn't done anything, so what I want to do is I want to change this to block, and it should bring it in the middle. Now I didn't want that one selected there, so I'm going to unselect those 2, and then I can just bring that down a bit. Okay, so what we need to do is change some of these things and buttons and actually make it into a working form. So we can click on this submit and we can actually change what it says here by typing yes, I want it. And I know all caps is actually shouting, but it is fine for what we want to do. And we can actually change the background color. So let's go for this. Let's go for this green so we know it's different. And we can actually, so we've got this wonderful green now. And we can change the size of the text as well. We can make it bigger. So that is the first part. So obviously you can change different things, but we just want the basics of this to show it actually working. So here we've got to actually configure the input fields. And this is where we want our Sublime text to come in. So the input field, the first one that we have is first name. So we can put that there. But this is the one that we really need. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to go into configure and I'm going to put ID there. That one doesn't need changing, but this one does. The input name needs to match. Then this one does not need to match. We can tell people what we actually want to put there. First name, and we can add a validation rule. We can add text, and input cannot be empty. So we want them to put the name in. And we can actually go in and change the text size as well. So, and then the next one is email. Again, we're looking down and we're actually trying to see if we can find an email. We've got the placeholder there, but the name, that's the one we want. So we're going to select that and I'm going to type that there. Well, copy and paste it and then put that there. Add a validation rule, text. We want email, import, update cannot be empty. And again, we can go ahead and change the size of the text so that people can see what we want. And we can save that. Now we haven't finished. We need to actually configure the whole form to actually go. So we click on the form and then we go to configure. And here, instead of integration, we're going to use the post method. Now I created a video showing you how to actually do this with Aweber, GetResponse and SendFox. Aweber and GetResponse was using integration because there is integration between Groovepages and those autoresponders. Strange that there isn't for GrooveMail yet, but it's on its way. So we're going to use post. And inside post is where we're going to actually use this here, this action. And it says method post. So we must make sure that we copy the whole thing. Don't have the speech marks either and make sure we've got everything. So copy and paste and enable, and we're going to save that as well. And I'm just going to make sure I haven't got, update, save. So we've got one more thing to do. We have to put this hidden text here, these inputs here inside of this information here. So as you can see, if we click on the block, there is a bit that allows us to edit, embed code, and if it's not switched on, you just click there and it switches it on for you. So this is the code that we need to embed, and we're looking for a form tag. Now it's a bit hard to see it on here, so what we're going to do is we're going to copy all of this. I'm going to go back to Sublime Text. I'm just going to open a new file. I'm going to paste it on, and I'm going to go to tools. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to view, syntax, and HTML. So I might actually do this twice. So I've got a spare one. So what I'm looking for is a form. So if I can't see it directly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to find, and at the bottom type form, and go find, and it finds all the different forms. So it's found me the form tag that I want to start with. So if I click here and enter, so that was the first one that it found. I'm going to go back and I'm going to copy these 3 inputs. Copy, and I'm going to place them there, and that is it. Literally, that is it. I can tidy them up if I want to. And then I'm going to go back here. I'm going to copy this, and then I'm just going to replace that there. And I'm going to save. And I'm going to save again, and I'm going to publish. Now, when I've published with a host to their own site, and I've called it B. So I'm going to go here, and that is exactly what we created. In fact, I think I created it bigger, so I'm just going to, yeah. And then I'm going to test. I'm going to put an email address. It's telling me that I need an email address, gmail.com. And yes, I want it, and it's gone straight to thank you. So that's what we wanted. Now we can go back to Groovemail, save and exit, and we can actually see that that is the form that I've created. Go to leads, list. If we go into leads, we should see the email I have just entered. And that is what you do to actually edit and change your Groove form. I hope this has helped you to edit your own form. As we can see here, it is slightly different. Obviously, you can go in and put backgrounds here. You can change the sizes here using all of that, making sure it's also fit for mobile by making sure you're just on mobile there, and making sure it fits all the other different ones there. You can have backgrounds, you can have it matching your colors, you can have what you want to say, rather than just sticking with. So it's a temporary fix or workaround while we wait for Groovemail to actually be natively integrated with Groovepages, which no doubt will be on its way. It's one of the many things that they have improved on. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, where I'll be bringing you more information about not only GrooveFunnels, affiliate marketing in general, KDP low content books, and Etsy printables. And don't forget to check out my honest review of GrooveFunnels and my video about integrating Groovepages with Aweber, GetResponse and SendFox, where I also use the post system. So if you're using any other autoresponder that isn't integrated natively with Groovepages, you can use this method as well. Hope this has helped.